Welcome back to the channel. It is Friday, November the 14th. You have now made it almost exactly halfway through the month of November. Amazing how quickly this month has gone and the entire year. It's really hard to believe that November is almost exactly halfway over. Anyway, welcome to Friday. I hope that you've had an amazing, great, safe week, and I hope that you are getting prepared for a relaxing, enjoyable weekend. I hope that you have saved some time to just sit back and do nothing and just relax and recuperate from whatever your week has been like. Anyway, today we have some great news from the state of Tennessee, from Nashville, not too far from where I used to live with my family a few years back. And an amazing man, Mr. Gary Sinise, and his foundation. They do really tremendous work for the veteran and law enforcement and first responder communities. I'm sure most of you probably already know that. I'm pretty sure everybody knows who Gary Sinise is. If you don't, I invite you to listen to today's story and go and check it out on your own. I'll put a link in the description box like I always do, but there are probably thousands of articles on Gary Sinise and the Gary Sinise Foundation that you could go and look at. They do amazing work supporting the veteran and first responder communities and their families. Just amazing group of people. So I will go into the story. It's not very long. There is no video with it today. There is a good heartwarming photo that goes right underneath the title that you can take a look at if you would like to. But it is a good story nonetheless. And then I have a few quotes and something a little bit different. I'll save it. It's a surprise for you. You can click on the link and go to it. It'll be in the description box. But it's funny tombstone sayings. The link is a little bit old, but I clicked on it and because it was funny, and things that people have put on their tombstones. It's very funny. I encourage you to take a look at it. So here we go, right into the story. Gary Sinise donates $1 million to transform Nashville Church into a haven for healing veterans, November 12th. It's very current. A once abandoned church in Nashville is getting a second life, this time as a place of hope and healing for veterans. Thanks to actor and philanthropist Gary Sinise, a $1 million donation from his foundation is helping transform the old building into a 24-hour art center for veterans through the nonprofit Creative Vets. Founded by Richard Casper, a U.S. Marine Corps veteran and Purple Heart recipient, Creative Vets helps veterans process trauma through art, music, writing, and creative expression. Casper's vision for the new center is to create a welcoming space where veterans can turn pain into something beautiful. A place to go, quote, when the PTSD hits, he told the Associated Press, instead of a bar or other destructive environment. But the journey hasn't always been without challenges. Just weeks after the Creative Vets purchased the former church, vandals damaged its windows and interior, leaving Casper disheartened. Still, the veteran didn't give up. He leaned on the same message he shares with others: ask for help. Soon volunteers were filling the space, learning to make stained glass to replace what was broken and helping breathe new life into the building. Gary Sinise, best known for portraying Vietnam veteran Lieutenant Dan in Forrest Gump, great movie, said he was deeply moved by Creative Vets' mission. Through his foundation, Sinise has long supported veterans, first responders, and their families. Quite often our veterans don't want any help, he told the AP, but through art and with theater as well, acting out what they are going through can be very, very beneficial. Sinise's donation not only helped secure the property, but also inspired other donors to join the effort. The performance space at the new center will be dedicated to Sinise's late son, Mac, a gifted artist and musician who passed away last year after a long battle with cancer. Mac was a great artist, Sinise said. If he had survived, He'd be one of our young leaders helping veterans today. This feels like the perfect synergy. I agree. He probably would be, probably just like his dad, a huge supporter of the military and first responder communities and their families. So thank you so much, Mr. Sinise, and the guys at Creative Vets, Mr. Casper, I'm a former Marine, for doing this to help my fellow veterans and their families in the Nashville area. Such a great thing to do. So I wish them the best of luck in getting this thing going and keeping it going. So without any more wasted time, I will do a couple more things, and that will be it for today. On this day in history, maybe just a couple here. In 1856, on this day in history, American Gail Borden invented condensed milk. Interesting. In 1896, the power plant at Niagara Falls began operation. That's kind of interesting. Here's one that I think is very, very interesting. I have not seen this yet, but one of my sons has actually been through this. In 1994, on this day in history, the first public trains ran through the Channel Tunnel, linking England and France under the English Channel, the Channel. On this day in 1994, wow, did not realize it was that long ago. Amazing. And we'll close today's with a few verses. The Lord gives sight to the blind. The Lord lifts up those who are bowed down. The Lord loves the righteous. Psalm 146:8. Definitely. Matthew 9:12. On hearing this, Yeshua said, "It is not the healthy who need a doctor, but the sick." Yes. Psalm 107:20. He sent out his word and healed them. He rescued them from the grave. Yeah, and maybe one more. I had it picked out early. Jeremiah 17:14. Heal me, Lord, and I will be healed. Save me, and I will be saved. For you are the one I praise. So a good mix of things there, but all with the same idea of healing, which went along with our story for today of healing with the Vet Center in Nashville. So I hope that you have had a good week, a safe week. I hope that you have a restful and relaxing, regenerative weekend planned, and get ready for another week, the third week of November coming up. Remember, God is real. He's with you everywhere you are, and he loves you. And I love you too. Well, I hope to see you next time.